It is a cold morning, but we're going for a short walk before we get in the car because my dog has a surfing lesson today at the beach, and I like to let them get all their initial excitement energy out before we get in the car always. What I want to talk about today is something called threshold training and why it's so important and why I think it's difficult for most people. So, threshold training is nothing more than training your dog not to cross through thresholds without permission. So this could be your front door, or into another room, or out the car door. Why is this so important? Potentially, maybe even more important than teaching them to sit or some other things that some other things that are probably more common. Well, if you live on a busy boulevard in the inner city like I do, then if your dog runs out into the street, obviously your dog could be hit and killed. If you're on a road trip with your dog and you're at a rest stop along the highway, one of the most common incident reports at highway rest stops is that dogs or children get out because they've been in the car for a really long time and they're tired and they want to stretch their legs and they're restless. If they're a dog, they're excited, they don't know what to expect, and so they run out of the car and they get hit by another car. So for this reason, threshold training can potentially be much more vital to your dog's safety and to the safety of others. But why do most people fail with it? Or maybe not most people, but the ones who do fail with it, why? Why do people suffer with the fear of a DoorDash driver or an Amazon delivery driver coming to their door? Why does it have to be a big production for some families when somebody opens the front door to have multiple barriers between their dog and the door? Why can't they get it? The most common mistake that I see is that a lot of people think that they can tell their dog things when really they should be showing their dog. It doesn't mean that dogs can't understand language. They can. But you're going to have much more success if you simply allow the dog to kind of learn for themselves. So I'm going to show what I mean by that. I have 2 videos of previous days. The first one was a day when Eric and I went to the park to walk some trails with the boys, and he was going to let them out of the car. And it's very important to me that dogs don't see an open door, whether it's a car door, a house door. They don't see it as an invitation for them to run out. I should be able to have the car door open when we're at a gas station pit stop, or keep the front door open while I'm cleaning, and for them to understand that in no way means I'm inviting them to go outside. Eric's dog Max is a dog with a lot of good sense, but I do get the idea that he didn't venture out of the house nearly as much before he met me. So that means that he didn't have as much frequency with car rides and a protocol for getting in and out of cars, which is really important. So Eric respects my wishes, and when I told him I wanted him to let the dogs out of the car, he already knew that my expectation would be that the car door would be open, but that the dogs would not come out until they were given the command to come out. When you see this video, you will see that I'm not saying that Eric did anything wrong. It's just that he kept saying no, no, no. And it's not that it's wrong. It's just not really helpful a lot of times. A lot of the words that we say to our dogs. I'm just telling you what I've noticed and what's useful. You can show and let in that case, let the car door do the talking. So if your dog rushes a door, stay by the door and let the door slam in their face. I have even, and I know that this might sound cruel, but I've even been in a situation where a dog had to get their nose kind of pinched in a doorway. And it sounds mean and cruel, and people say, oh, I can't do that to my dog. How do you feel about the idea of your dog getting hit by a car? How do you feel about the idea of your dog rushing a delivery driver who gets knocked down, and then your homeowner's insurance goes up because you get sued? So this is the way I see it. My dog might face a moment of discomfort, and in exchange, they will experience a lifetime of freedom, of fun, and I will also have a lot more relaxed life, just because I was able to allow them to endure a moment of discomfort for a lesson. So in the clip that you're going to see, like I said, I wouldn't say Eric did anything wrong. He did let the door talk, the car door talk, and you'll see what I mean. But he also kept saying, no, wait. Now the dogs were inside the car. They really couldn't hear that. And they also couldn't really focus on the human's words when they were also focused on the door's actions. So it would have been a lot easier for him to just let the car door do the talking. If they rush the car door, just close it. If it hits their nose, so be it. And another thing is, if you are sitting over here being like, no, wait, no, don't do that. And Eric was a lot more calm than I see most people behave when they get toward a threshold, like for example, their front door. When you are stressed, your dog is stressed. And your dog is not going to be able to understand the signals that the universe is giving it. So the best thing you can do is pretty much stay silent. Let the door, the car door, the house door, the dog crate door do the talking for you. You know that you have made it with your dog as far as communication when your dog starts making eye contact with you. And that's what you'll see in the second clip with the dogs with me when I was opening the front door this morning as we went out. The dogs a little bit rushed at the door, nothing major, but it was their first walk of the morning. They know it's Nacho's surf lesson day because it's Wednesday morning, and they're really excited to go to the dog beach. So they're raring to go, and I let the door close in their face. It only took once or twice for them to look at mommy, look at my face, and say, okay, mommy, what do you want from me? And this is exactly the situation that we want our dogs to be in. When we have that communication, they realize something is required from them. And now we just put them into a position where they're trying to figure that out. And when they're not making eye contact with you, when it's all just about them trying to get through the door, this is when your dog is potentially in danger. So I would encourage you, try threshold training. Just spend some free afternoon time with your dog, maybe at the front door if that's a safe place, maybe at a bedroom door. That might be a safer place to try it out the first time within the house. And you can use treats, but you know what, you don't have to. And I would actually encourage you, don't use treats. Your dog will learn that there is a process happening, and they're going to try to figure it out. It's going to become like a game.
Wait, stay there. Nope. I said stay there. Nope. Stay. Wait, stay there. Nope. I said stay there. Nope. Stay.
Excuse me. So where we are right now is that the dogs see that the door is opening, but it keeps closing every time they get close to it. And now the dogs make eye contact with me. This is exactly what we want with our communication with the dog. We want the dog to be saying, okay, mommy, okay, daddy, what do you want me to do right now? Okay, so always better to show rather than to tell, right? I'll push him back. Let's go. Let's go.